Hey guys, Ike here from Mike'sOutdoors.com. I'm here today to do our first bow review for 2016, and it is on the new Prime Rize. This has been a much anticipated bow release for me because I used the Rival as my primary hunting bow last year, and actually as my only hunting bow this year, and loved that bow. So it was really hard for me to put that bow down, and so I really anticipated this Prime Rize quite a bit. This is a little bit shorter than the Rival. This is a 33-inch axle-to-axle bow. It's got a 6 3/4-inch brace height. The IBO rating on this thing is 335 feet per second, and you're going to see in the speed test we put up later, it is right on the money on as far as that IBO rating. It actually shot the heavyweight arrows a little bit excessive of the IBO rating that it should have had. So really good bow as far as performance go. Still has the PCX, it still has the PCX L cam on it, with the draw specific cam. It has the harness on here which eliminates your cam lean. Has a limb stop on here. The bow is available in 4 different finishes. 3 of them are Optifade. This is the Optifade Elevate 2, and it's also available in black. Now some of the new features on this bow are the right on here on the Flexus AR, we have the Flex Shock Dampener, which is just a rubber dampener with a little bit of weight on it to absorb the vibration from the Flexus AR. The other deal that they've got going on here now as a new technology is the Sherpa System. We've got a Sherpa System right here on top, and what you're going to be able to do is mount a quiver to this. You're also going to be able to mount your cameras like your GoPros and stuff like that to this mount. We use Ultra Pro X here, but you can mount pretty much any camera to this Sherpa System as well as a quiver. So we're going to do a review on that later this year and check that out and see how that works out. But the big improvement on this bow is the new riser. This new riser is made out of 82X aluminum, and the 82X aluminum is not an 8000 series aluminum. Their old ones were 7000 series aluminums, but this is not an 8000 series aluminum. This is the stiffest material versus the lightest weight material that they can get, that they've ever used, according to G5. As far as what it's actually made of and what it consists of, they wouldn't actually tell me that, but it is an aluminum riser, and it is an 82X material, 82X aluminum. And as far as absorbing vibration and dampening your shock on your hand, this thing does an excellent job of that. You're going to see later on that we're going to shoot some really lightweight arrows. We're going to shoot some 350 grain, 380 grain arrows out of this bow, and it has no noise, no vibration to it at all when we're shooting it. So very nice components to this bow, very nice material that they put into this riser. Machining, fit and finish, everything on that looks outstanding. Some of the old standbys have remained the same. The grip's pretty much the same. Still same strings and cables that they've had, the same warranty program that they've had, which is an outstanding warranty program. Another thing that's new for this year is they have this available in 40, 50, 60, and the new weight of 65, which I love because that's what I like to shoot, and as well as 70. Draw links on this are draw specific, and it is available in 1/2 inch increments, and the draw links range from 26 to 30 inches. So I got mine set at 27.5, and I've got it set at a 69 pounds is what this bow peaked out, 69.2 or something like that. So the draw length ran perfect. We put this thing on a draw board to get the draw force curve on it. The draw length ran absolutely perfect to 27.5 inches. The draw force curve on this bow, you're going to see it builds up in the first 5 to 6 inches, hits its peak, levels out, and then slowly starts to drop back down, and then it starts to drop a little bit further on. So the draw on this thing is really nice. It's not a sharp hump. It doesn't build up real fast and then drop off real quick. It's just a nice, it starts out right at the beginning, you get into it, and then when you get it into it a few inches, it levels out and then drops off nice and slow. So it's a really nice consistent draw cycle. Back wall on this thing is outstanding. It's got the limb stops on here, and when you get this thing to full draw, it is outstanding. Just nice solid back wall. As far as holding weight, we did this on our draw board, and we got it at 27.5 inches with 70 pounds. I ended up holding about 12.5 pounds, so it's right at that 85% let off. And shooting platform, 33-inch axle to axle, to me it's perfect. I love a 33-inch axle. I love the specs on this bow. So you're getting the shooting platform that you need to get stability, and you're getting the brace height to give you just that extra little bit of speed. Shot this bow with no stabilizer on it, and it still just performs great. No pin float to it. I mean, very minimal pin float to it. So absolutely great shooting bow. So we're going to go ahead now and show you the chronograph results of this thing, and then we're going to go do some shooting on it, and we'll show you the draw force curve there when we start doing some shooting. This is a speed test on the Prime Rize. This bow is set at 27.5, set at 69 pounds. Got 20 grains of weight on the string, and our first arrow is 350 grain. Next arrow is 380 grains. This one is my hunting arrow, and this one weighs 435 grains. This one's my hog hunting arrow, and this is 480 grains. Okay, so I've got 6 arrows here, and a couple of them are different weights. I've got the 2 lighter grain arrows. I've got these 350 grain deer crossing target arrows, and then the 380 grain arrows. And the reason I've chosen them to do this shooting is just simply because they're the lightest, and they're going to give the most noise and vibration on this bow. And that's one of the things about this bow that I like the most, is just how little vibration and how little noise you get out of it. And that's because of the 82X riser being so stiff. No vibration dampers on the limbs, no vibration dampers on the strings. The only vibration damper on this thing is on the Flexus AR, so that is the only vibration damper on here. So draw cycle, we'll put the graphic down here in the bottom, and you'll see the draw cycle. It builds up in the first 6 inches or so, then levels out for about 7 inches, and then slowly drops down. I still have this bow set on 69 pounds, so a little step up the front, and then levels out in a nice smooth drop down at the back. And when you drop down at the back, you are running about the 85% let off. This bow's straight out of the box, and we ended up with a little over about 11.5, 12 pounds on at full draw. So at 69 pounds, that's really, really close to the 85% let off. The other thing is the draw length ran really, really true. So let's go ahead and shoot this thing here. Grip is pretty much the same as it has been the last few years. Still really like it, shooting right off of the riser. You can see there, we're hitting our peak, and then it slowly comes back. So there's no big, massive, straight up the hill hump. There's no big, massive drop off. When you get it back, it is really, really solid on the back wall. You can adjust that on your limb stock. As you can see there, I'm shooting back tension, so that's why the bow kind of curved away from me. 350 grain arrow, and this thing is dead quiet. I mean, this is an ultra light target arrow. This is the lightest weight that you can actually shoot for 70 pounds, and it is dead quiet. No vibration on it. A little bit of kick, but that's because I'm pushing and pulling with my back tension. Bow is an excellent shooting platform as well. It's very, very solid at full draw. Just feels really, really good in the hand. Very smooth draw cycle. I like the way it builds up and levels out and then slowly drops off. It's not a big sharp rise and a big sharp dump, so it's a really nice draw cycle that you tend to get out of this PCXL can. Okay, we're going to switch now to the 380 grain arrows. So these are a little bit heavier. These are a little bit more like what most guys are probably going to be shooting in the 380 to 400 grain. For hunting, I actually shoot about 425. So this is a little closer to an actual hunting weight. And you can see, I mean, this bow has no vibration to it, no hand shock, no noise. That 82X riser really does a remarkable job of absorbing vibration on the shot. So I got our last arrow here we're going to shoot. So this is another 380 grain arrow. Cam lean on this bow is almost nothing. There is actually there's no cam lean in it as it sits right now. So that's the Rize. So So that's the Rize, the new riser. It really does a great job of pulling out all the vibration and hand shot. It is a really nice bow to shoot. It's a great shooting platform. The bow looks awesome. Draw cycle is really good as well. Grip, same old grip that they've had for the past few years, which if it ain't broke, don't fix it. The one improvement that I really noticed is the Flexus AR with the vibration dampener on here with a little bit of weights on it. That absorbs a lot of the vibration from the Flexus AR. So that's the Prime Rize, and really nice bow, really good shooter, and I'm really impressed with the bow overall. Did a really good job as far as getting really close to hitting its IBO, and actually with heavier weight arrows actually exceeded the IBO by a few feet per second. Kinetic energy on this bow when you're shooting those 425 grain arrows is through the roof. So 275 feet per second with that 425 grain arrow is absolutely outstanding. So very impressed with this Prime Rize. The camo pattern looks awesome. The fit and finish looks awesome. Tunability is there. The tunability was no problem at all. Had this bow tuned just like that. So very impressed with this Prime Rize. And last year I actually hunted with the Prime Rival. That was my bow of choice. I actually ended up hunting with the Prime Rival. First bow in probably 8 or 9 years that I've hunted with all year long. I just couldn't seem to put that bow down. And I ended up harvesting 4 deer with that Prime Rize, Prime Rival, and one of them was a nice mature buck. Did an outstanding job on every deer that I killed, and just absolutely loved it. So wouldn't put it down, but I may end up putting it down now just to get this Rize out in the woods a little bit and see how it performs. But I'm very impressed with it. I'm that impressed with it that I'm willing to give up my hunting bow that I've hunted with and had great success with to pick up this Rize and take it to the woods with me. So you can check this out. For more information on this bow, you can check it out at Prime's website. To see some of those hunting videos we talked about, you can check it out at our website, huntwithike.com. And for more product reviews, more bow reviews, this is just the first bow review for 2016. You can check out our website, ikesoutdoors.com. Appreciate you guys watching.